We have made it to episode number 63. 2 weeks away from Battleground. 2 weeks away from War Games. And we still got 2 more shows to go. And we still got to find out who the 4th man is going to be on each side. And we still got a lot to go through this week. We got 2 title matches, one in a steel cage, one for the women's title. Number 1 contenders match for the RHW tag belts. And a whole lot more. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Owen Spade has certainly been a busy man as of late. Somehow, someway, he is simultaneously the Antichrist and God himself. I don't know how he's pulled this off, but here we are. You can thank Zyler Glass for that one. But Spade back in action here on TNC for the first time in a little bit. Going one-on-one with Caleb Christian. Spade becoming a little bit of a workhorse ever since falling short in the main event of Clash in that triple threat. Trying to work his way back to another opportunity at that World Championship. And a win here would certainly help improve his odds. But as we know, the world title scene is a little preoccupied until No Mercy. So we know Brent and Kilsham are going to go one-on-one for both world titles. But Spade could challenge for one of those belts pending the outcome of that match. Spade, as we all know, he can get a little tunnel visioned when it comes to championship gold, and that could open an opportunity here for Caleb Christian to sneak up and grab a win from Owen Spade. Caleb Christian getting himself involved with the Cunt Riders, so he's certainly kept busy, much like Spade, but Christian looking for some individual success as well. Certainly use that win just as much as Spade here in the opener. Of course, Caleb Christian was able to qualify for the men's golden ticket ladder match right before Clash, defeating Leon King in that qualifying match, but could not come down with the briefcase. As we all know, it was Jake Phoenix who came down with that briefcase. As we also know, neither briefcase, neither men nor women's, has been cashed in yet, so both Phoenix and Zyler's mom still in possession of those contracts. And when they decide to use them remains to be seen. But we got a one-on-one match to kick off episode 63, so let's get to it. There's the bell, and Spade coming out the gates quickly with a big knee to the face, and now clubbing at the back of the head of Caleb Christian. Spade able to land right on the back of Christian as he was trying to get back up to his feet. Spade hoisting Christian up, back first into the turnbuckle and just tossing him back toward the middle of the ring. And Christian able to catch Spade with a boot there. Now Christian off the top rope with a moonsault. And now into the cover here on Spade early. Gets a 2 and a kick out. Quick 2 count on Owen Spade, as he's able to block the wheelbarrow attempt, but Christian again getting the boot up. Now Christian with the backbreaker to Spade. Spade retreating toward the apron, trying to get up to his feet as Caleb Christian tried to spear him up, couldn't connect. But Christian has other plans. DDT on the apron. But Spade comes straight back and sweeps out the legs on the outside. And now trying to send Caleb Christian into the steps. Couldn't do it. Instead settles for the barricade. And now getting tossed across the outside back toward the ramp. And Spade now going after the arm of Caleb Christian, just stomping at the hand. Count up to 5 as Spade back in the ring. Christian still down on the outside, now back to his feet. Count up to 7. And now Caleb Christian back in the ring. Spade there to meet him. Sending Christian off the rope. Spade ducking under. Spade control the arm. Down to a knee goes Christian, but Christian going to get those shots into the gut of Owen Spade. And a big drop kick there by Caleb Christian, leveling Spade. And into the cover here. 1. No, and a kick out. And now Caleb Christian up to the second rope. Spade to his feet. And Christian could not connect on that flying forearm. Tried to change course, went for the springboard, but Spade able to catch him in time and able to land a zigzag to Christian. And now Spade lining up Christian in the corner. Spade coming in with speed. Went for the back elbow, but got caught with the knees. But Spade still on the offensive with the moonsault from the top rope. And now lining up Caleb Christian once again. Hitting Spade. And into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. And Caleb Christian starting to fire up here after that hidden Spade. But Spade able to get a back elbow. Christian responding with a back elbow of his own as well as a drop kick. And now Christian had control of the arm, but Spade got the elbow up. And now a counter by Christian once again. Christian off the ropes. Went for the sliding forearm, but Spade able to get out of the way. Spade now Snapdragon suplex. And now Spade over to the corner. But Christian up to his feet. Caught him! And Christian quickly into the cover. 1, 2, kick out. Caught Spade out of nowhere and almost stole this one from Owen Spade. But Spade still got enough left in the tank to kick out. But that Poison Rana might do it here. 1, 2, no. Not even close. Spade still got plenty in the tank. As Caleb Christian back up to the middle rope. Spade to his feet. And again, not able to land that forearm. And now Spade coming back with another hidden Spade. And this time it's going to bust Caleb Christian open. And now Spade with the stomp. And into the cover. Spade with his feet on the ropes. 2, and a kick out. And now we're going to start exchanging blows. Spade already with a block. Now another block. Now going chop for chop. And Spade with a big knee to the face. And now Spade looking for one more stomp. And he got him. Now trying to drag Caleb Christian back toward the middle of the ring. And this could be it. 1, 2, 3. Sheer dominance from Owen Spade here in our opener. Getting a very decisive win over Caleb Christian here on episode 63. Now we move on to our first women's match of the night as Olivia Harnage gonna go one-on-one with the #1 contender for the women's championship, that being Sarah Lopez. And Harnage had the same opportunity to take that #1 contendership that Lopez did, but Harnage just could not get it done in that fatal four-way. We'll see if anything changes here as they go one-on-one for that opportunity. Well, I shouldn't say that for that opportunity. It's going to be Lopez's either way. But Harnage, of course, trying to get back in that women's title picture. Trying to become a 4-time TNC Women's Champion. Sarah Lopez just one win away from grabbing her first championship in TNC and her first women's championship of her career. Able to get that #1 contendership. She's had opportunities before, but never one-on-one. So when she faces SJ Ray, or maybe Sky Hunt, depending on the outcome of the women's title match later on tonight, Sarah Lopez set herself up for the best possible scenario, one-on-one for that title. But now, tonight, she goes one-on-one with Olivia Harnage, as Harnage catching her with a leg drop right out the gate. And now Harnage, springboard, not able to connect with the knee, and instead goes for a waist lock to Lopez. Harnage just ragdolling the #1 contender around, and now wrestling her down to the mat with that side headlock. And quickly back up to their feet as Lopez able to turn it around here. Continuing to wrench at the neck of Harnage. And now Harnage picking up Lopez for that side suplex to break up the headlock. And now Harnage quickly up to the top rope. Harnage able to land the dropkick to the face. But Lopez coming right back with that elbow to the face. And now Harnage going to send Lopez off the ropes. And now Harnage into the cover here, trying to get a quick win and a kick out of 1 by Lopez. Harnage now hoisting Lopez up, dropping her face first into the mat. And again, Harnage up to the top rope once again, and Harnage able to connect with the frog splash. Lopez able to catch Harnage in the corner. But Harnage catches Lopez with an elbow. Lopez quickly back up to her feet. But Harnage able to catch Lopez in the Harnage trap. And so far, the first 2 minutes of this match has basically been all Olivia Harnage. And a big drop kick there by Harnage. But Lopez quickly back up to her feet. And Harnage already looking for the Harnage collapse. And she connects. And this one could be over quickly, as Harnage trying to drag Lopez back toward the middle of the ring. Now going for the cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now Lopez able to catch Harnage with a boot. Lopez to the apron. Harnage up to her feet. And now Lopez with the missile drop kick. Lopez now up to the top rope. And Lopez drops the elbow from the top rope. And that's going to force Harnage to roll to the outside. Lopez going to follow her. Harnage dropping Lopez face first on the outside. And now just stomping a mud hole into the chest of the #1 contender. And now again, stomp after stomp into Sarah Lopez. But Lopez coming right back, tried to go for the wheelbarrow, was blocked, and now she's busted open. And now Lopez sent into the steps by Harnage. Count up to 5 as Lopez into the steps again. Welcome in, Owen. You missed Spade getting a very decisive victory over Caleb Christian, and we are about halfway through Harnage versus Lopez here, as Lopez catching Harnage with a roll-up 1 and a kick out. And now we're going to get an exchange of blows here between Harnage and Lopez. Big chop from Harnage. Big right hand by Lopez. Spade winning in decisive fashion. This can't be real. It was pretty decisive. Big block by Lopez. Comes back with another right. And there's a right by Harnage. Another right by Lopez. A chop from Harnage. Lopez wants another. And now Harnage with the block. And now it just breaks down into a hockey fight. Middle of the ring. And it's the number one contender, Lopez, who comes out on top. And now Harnage up into the package pile driver. And Lopez into the cover. 1, 2, kick out. And Sarah Lopez really fighting her way back into this match. It looked like it could have been a squash early on. But Lopez with that poison Rana really evening things up here. And now the clothesline. Second clothesline. Big super kick. Dropping Harnage. And Lopez into the cover again. 1, 2, kick out. Spiral tap by Lopez into the cover. 1, 2, kick out again. And now Harnage kicking it into second gear. Harnage dropping Lopez face first again. And now Harnage. Springboard elbow drop connects. And Lopez up to her feet. And a big combination there from the former 3-time women's champion. And now we may be seeing another Harnage collapse here. Harnage has her set up and connects with the second Harnage collapse. And now dragging Lopez back toward the middle of the ring. Is this going to do it for the number one contender into the cover? 1, 2, no! Lopez still alive. And Harnage trying to get right back to work, but the elbow by Lopez now sending Harnage off the ropes. And a tornado DDT by the number one contender, forcing Harnage to the outside. And now Lopez sweeping out the legs of Harnage on the apron. And the count beginning for Olivia Harnage. But Lopez gonna meet her on the outside. Lopez dropping both knees into the gut of Harnage. And now Lopez with both arms hooked. Backbreaker to Harnage. Now stomping at the arm as Lopez back up to the apron, now up to the top rope. What does Sarah Lopez have in mind? Harnage to her feet, and Lopez connects on the missile drop kick. But Harnage comes right back with a dragon screw. Trying to stop Lopez's momentum any way she can, but Lopez able to send Harnage across the outside. And Harnage able to connect with a kick to Lopez. And now Lopez connecting with that elbow. And now trying to send Harnage face first off the apron. And Lopez with a big kick to the gut, and now she'll re-enter the ring. And the count continuing for Olivia Harnage on the outside as she's still motionless. Count up to 10. And now Harnage starting to get back up to her feet. And Harnage back in the ring. And Lopez was right there waiting for her. Harnage able to catch her. Lopez able to block the Harnage collapse. And now Harnage able to block that package pile driver. And Lopez retreating to the corner. But Lopez able to get that elbow up on Harnage. And now going for that package pile driver one more time. And into the cover on Harnage. 1, 2, 3. What a comeback by Sarah Lopez, knocking off arguably the most decorated woman in this company, Olivia Harnage. That is a huge momentum boost going into her eventual women's title match. But now it is time to determine the #1 contenders for the RHW Tag Team titles.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, Tyler Vincent.
Tyler Vincent and his partner, Kez Phoenix, already claimed the #1 contendership for these titles before. They challenged Jet Set back at Clash of the Titans and could not get it done. And they want another opportunity to challenge for these belts. Considering how much RHW has meant to them and the stock they had during RHW's heyday. Is Harnage washed? I don't think so. I would not consider Harnage washed. Lopez put in a very good performance, as did Harnage. Harnage almost had her beat in 2 minutes. Don't speak on my demon. She is still a 3-time women's champion after all. Bandit Club back in action yet again. As we all know, after the 4-way tornado tag last week, these were the two teams not involved in the decision, as Vanguard picked up the win. And as Miguel Tigre ended up eating the pin, Corporation did not get a chance at either tag team titles. So the two teams not involved, duking it out here for the #1 contender. Are we back? That was some bullshit, dude. Absolute bullshit. I couldn't even tell you where we were. Honestly, I'm just gonna fucking roll it from here. I don't care. We don't need to see a whole Bandit Club entrance again. Here we go. #1 contendership for the RHW tag titles. Tyler Vincent, straight knees into the gut of Ian York. Now Tyler stomping into the ribs. Now a forearm to the face. And now sending York into the corner. Kez with a cheap shot. And now a bulldog from behind by Tyler. Now Tyler sent into the corner by York. And York straight shoulders to the ribs. And now Tyler crawling out of the corner. Desperate for a tag. Both teams making tags here, getting fresh faces into the ring. As Gabriel gets the elbow up, and now the cheap shot from Ian York returned to Kez. And the Bandit Club taking advantage. Much better than Kez and Tyler did, but Kez able to send Gabriel into the corner. Gabriel getting the elbow up. And now Kez into the corner. Double team coming from the Bandit Club here. A huge German suplex combo there. Now York just rubbing the boot into the face of Kez. Now into the cover. 1, 2, no. Kez brought back up to his feet and now going to be sent back into the corner of the Bandit Club as Kez gets the elbow up. You have to listen again? Oh, that sucks. As Kez connects with a suplex. Your favorite radio show, your favorite podcast. The only wrestling podcast you'll ever need. As Tyler making his way up to the top rope, but gets tossed off by Bailey Gabriel, saving his tag partner. You have 5 bars, but they ban Twitch? What do you... That's crazy. As Tyler into the cover here on Ian York. 1 and a kick out. York crawling to the corner. Tyler, with speed, comes in with a big knee to the gut, but York gets the boot up and went for the drop kick, but Tyler able to sidestep. York hoisting Tyler up for a sit-out powerbomb. Why am I seeing Harnage washed allegations? She lost to Sarah Lopez. That's why. Even though she's not washed. It was a very close match. As Gabriel gets tagged in and now hoisting Tyler up for a brain buster. But Tyler coming right back here with a side suplex to Bailey Gabriel and a double axe handle. Lost 2 days straight. That's tough for Harnage. Tyler now has Gabriel set up off the ropes. Tyler Vincent with a stomp. Yes, we are back. I don't know what the hell happened. The internet just went for no reason. Now Gabriel whipped into the corner. A big chop. Kez pissed on my internet. You know what? There's a good chance he did. As Tyler hoisting up Gabriel here. But Gabriel able to land on his feet and chop at the back of the leg. Ask Mom Donnie for new internet. I'm not in New York City though. I'm not at his jurisdiction. As Gabriel makes the tag to Ian York. And York coming right at Tyler with that double axe handle. York going to send Tyler into the corner of the Bandit Club. And York and Gabriel gonna go for the double team here on Tyler, sending him off the ropes. Double shoulder block by the Bandit Club. No drive is too far for him. He's the mayor of the United States. I fucking wish. There's a huge sit-out powerbomb by Bailey Gabriel. And a kick out. Or not a kick out. Pin was broken up by Kez. And Gabriel now from the top rope, able to connect on the splash. And now into the cover again on Tyler. 1, 2, and a kick out. Tyler now on the apron after that kick out, but Bailey Gabriel right on his tail, and Gabriel hoisting him up for the side suplex on the apron. But Tyler coming right back after that side suplex, almost like it didn't affect him at all. As Tyler now up to the top rope. And Tyler dropping the knee across the back of the head. And Tyler into the cover, broken up by York immediately. And Tyler now going to try and take care of Ian York, tossing him out of the ring. And now hoisting up Gabriel for a shoulder breaker. And Tyler making the tag over to Kez Phoenix. Kez with Gabriel in his sights. Gonna send him off the ropes. I'm not sure what Kez was going for, but it didn't work, whatever it was. But Bailey Gabriel went for something else, but Kez able to block it. But Gabriel comes right back with a huge DDT. And now Gabriel back up to the top rope with Kez in sight. Kez up to his feet. Gabriel went for the drop kick, nobody home. But comes right back with a clothesline to Kez. And Kez seated in the corner, able to get a boot up on Gabriel. And now Gabriel going to send Kez into the corner. And another double team coming from the Bandit Club. And again, a huge German suplex combination. And Ian York hoisting Kez up. And Kez going to get dropped face first into the turnbuckle. But able to get a boot up on York still. And able to connect on that drop kick to York. Kez goes for the tag back to Tyler. And Ian York rolls out of the ring. And quickly makes his way back in. Lands a big clothesline to Tyler. And now Ian York lining up. Tyler Vincent. He's got him in the choke. But Kez right there to break it up. And now York going to send Tyler Vincent into the corner. And another double team coming here from the Bandit Club. Tyler off the rope and another double shoulder block. And now Tyler off the ropes again. Hurricane Rana from Gabriel. And he's quickly into the cover here on Tyler, trying to put them away for the #1 contendership, and a kick out at 2. And a little bit of disbelief from Bailey Gabriel. He thought that was going to be it. But now it's Bailey Gabriel who's sent into the corner by Tyler. And Tyler lining up Gabriel here, coming in with speed. Big clothesline in the corner into the Bulldog. And now Tyler with the submission locked in here on Bailey Gabriel. Middle of the ring. It's broken up by Ian York. And now straight into the Bulldog goes Tyler Vincent. Trying to get the submission here. Will Gabriel tap? No, he's able to break it up. Gabriel trying to come right back with a sit-out powerbomb. But Tyler quickly back up to his feet. Gets caught here. Gabriel, another sit-out power bomb. And went for the cover, but the ropes too close. And Tyler Vincent able to grab hold. And now from the top rope, another splash, but nobody home. And Tyler Vincent coming right back with the Thez press. And now Gabriel in desperate need of a tag. He's able to get it to York. And Kez Phoenix getting a tag from Tyler Vincent as well. But Ian York out of the gates with the ankle slam. Into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Kez. Kez now able to counter, sending Ian York into the corner, but York getting the elbow up. And now Ian York straight elbows to the chest. And the neutralizer to Kez Phoenix. And into the cover again goes York. 1, 2. Kick out again by Kez. Kez able to catch Ian York with that boot as both teams make a tag again here. And a big back elbow caught Tyler Vincent right in the jaw. And Gabriel up to the top rope, not able to hit the drop kick. But able to catch Tyler with a right to the gut. Sending Tyler off the ropes. Big pop-up knee to the chest. Bringing Tyler up to a knee. Drop kick to the side of the head by Gabriel. And now from the middle rope, moonsault connects. And now into the cover here on Tyler. And it's going to be broken up by Kez at 1. Gabriel now sending Tyler off the ropes, and both men collide with each other. And now Tyler going to hoist Gabriel up, but Gabriel getting those elbows into the side of the head. And now another reversal as Gabriel sent into his own corner. Tyler now up on the middle rope, raining rights, but Gabriel able to push him away. Shot to the back, now sending Tyler into the corner. And another double team coming here from the Bandit Club. Big pop-up power slam. And York into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And the Bandit Club are #1 contenders for the RHW Tag Team titles. They will face Jet Set in the near future with those titles on the line. And now we have our 2 #1 contenders, but now we move on to our next match. It's been a minute since we have seen Sadistico in action here on TNC, but he is back going one-on-one with the RHW Intercontinental Champion, Vincent Azariel, who's been on a tear in terms of match quality ever since gaining that Intercontinental Championship.
And his opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 200.
Vincent Azario damn near wrestling on a weekly basis at this point since winning that belt. Has had incredible matches with the likes of Jake Phoenix, Zach Morningstar. The first Morningstar match, a true highlight. But now going one-on-one with another high flyer in Sadistico. We'll see how the Battle of High Flyers turns out. This is, of course, a non-title match. But a win here for Sadistico could earn him a title opportunity. As there's the bell. Azario trying to drop kick the legs of Sadistico out, but Sadistico catching him with that cross body. And Sadistico, Hurricane Rana to Azario. And Sadistico not wasting any time, leg drop connecting as well. Now into the cover here on Azario. One, and a kick out. Azario a little bit stunned with that fast start from Sadistico, but Azario able to catch him with that right hand. Able to get out of the way and land a forearm. And now the German suplex connecting from Azario. Driving Sadistico into the ropes, but Sadistico dumping Azario over the top rope. And now Sadistico going right after the leg, trying to stop him from using that coup de grace or that shotgun drop kick. And now back toward the apron. Azario going face first off the apron. And another Hurricane Rana from Sadistico, as he has been off to a blazing start in this match. As the Enziguri connects and Azario goes face first into the barricade. As the count continues to climb on the outside, Sadistico going after the arm, but Azario able to build some separation. And now back into the ring goes the RHW Intercontinental Champion. Sadistico still not back in the ring, now making his way back in. Right into the waiting arms of Azario as he goes gut first into the knees of Azario. And now Sadistico into the corner. Azario building up speed, big time chop. And now off the ropes, drop kick to the side of the head. And now Azario to the apron, waiting for Sadistico to get up to his feet, but instead Sadistico went to the apron to try and get him back in the ring, and he did. But Azario able to catch him with a German suplex. And now Sadistico on the apron in retreat mode. Instead gets stunned off the apron and down to the floor. And the count beginning once again, but Azario off the top rope, crossbody, nobody home. And now Sadistico making his way up to the top rope. Waiting as Azario double axe handle connects. And Azario quickly back up to his feet after that double axe handle. And Sadistico tried to scoop slam, but Azario landing on his feet. And now Sadistico on the ropes. Toss to the outside. Azario off the ropes. Gonna take flight and take Sadistico out. The pace has not slowed down for a second since the opening bell. And for Azario, when it comes to high-flying offense, he certainly wins some and loses some. That time he was a big winner, but Sadistico able to connect on that Hurricane Rana there. Sadistico up on the barricade, eyeing up his opponent. Super kick connects, dropping Azario back down to the floor. Count up to 7. Is reversal going to send Sadistico into the post? But Sadistico able to kick Azario away. Count up to 9 as Azario gets tossed across the outside. Now up to 10, halfway done with their time on the outside. Sadisco realizing that makes his way back inside. Azario back up to his feet, now rolling in the ring. And able to catch Sadisco with the Pele kick. Sadisco catching him with a boot. Now off the second rope, crossbody connects. And bringing Azario back up to his feet. Pop-up Hurricane Rana from Sadisco. And now dragging Azario back toward the middle of the ring. And Sadisco going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. And Azario using the ropes to get back up to his feet. And Sadisco gonna get dumped to the outside. And Azario running into the referee before returning to the outside to meet Sadisco. Azario with a chop, and now going after the arm. And Sadisco tossed into the barricade as Vincent Azario back in the ring quickly. Count up to 4 as Sadisco back up on his feet, trying to hype himself up with the crowd. Back in the ring and being driven straight into the corner by Azario. Big time chop. And now with Sadisco on the apron, big drop kick knocking Sadisco off and back to the floor. And again, Azario over the top and taking Sadisco out. Azario gets caught, super kick by Sadisco. And Sadisco back in the ring. Azario still laid out on the outside, now making his way back up to his feet. Azario now rolling back into the ring. Landing the dropkick to Sadisco, who's still on his feet. And now gets leveled with the Pele kick. And Azario hoisting Sadisco up for the brainbuster. And now getting lined up for that shotgun drop kick. And Azario still moving quickly up to the top rope. Coup de grace! And into the cover here on Sadisco. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Straight back up for another coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. And Vincent Azario is victorious. Picking up yet another win here on TNC. And his absolute heater continues. 2 coup de grace in a row. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Women's Championship match. SJ Ray defending against Sky Hunt. SJ Ray may have a #1 contender lined up for that women's championship, but that is not who she's defending that belt against tonight. And it's mainly her own fault, because for whatever reason, in non-title matches on TNC, she just does not come with the same level of preparation, execution, whatever you want to call it. She just does not bring her A game. We saw it with Heather Ray, who forced SJ to tap out. And we saw it again last week, when what was supposed to be a warm-up match for SJ Ray against Sky Hunt turned into yet another upset against the women's champion. And once again, SJ Ray forced to defend that belt here on TNC. And she could have strolled into that match with Sarah Lopez had she picked up the win last week. But that's not what's going to happen. And 3 seconds is all it takes for Sky Hunt to be the one walking into that match against Sarah Lopez. Just like 3 seconds was all it took to pull off that upset last week. We'll see if SJ Ray's title reign continues or not. Three seconds is all it took with Owen and Matt. You think 3 seconds was all it really took? I don't think it took that long. That's a little generous. Sky Hunt getting her first opportunity at the Women's Championship in a one-on-one match. Getting that opportunity before Sarah Lopez, who's the #1 contender. But Hunt has had chances at championship gold before. She was in that inaugural Battle Royal for the Women's All-Star Championship, which was of course won by Olivia Martinez. But we'll see if Hunt can pull off yet another upset here and take that women's title away.
Introducing the challenger from Brooklyn, New York, Sky Hunt. And her opponent from San Jose, California, the Women's World Champion, SJ Ray.
I can guarantee you Zan is probably shitting his pants at the thought of SJ Ray losing this title to Sky Hunt of all people. But both women are set to go. And Sky Hunt coming out the gates with a drop kick, but SJ Ray saw it coming. Hunt trying to gain any advantage she can here in this title match. She knows what's at stake, but SJ Ray saw it coming the whole way. And Ray, drop kick to the back of the head. And it's the champion toying with her challenger early. Big snap suplex there from Ray. And she's quickly into the cover here on Sky Hunt. One, and a kick out. SJ Ray up to the middle rope. Went for another leg drop, but Sky Hunt able to get out of the way. And now Hunt tossing Ray all the way to the outside. And Sky Hunt up to the top rope here. Waiting for SJ Ray to get to her feet. And Hunt to the outside, crossbody connects, but no! She got caught! SJ Ray caught her into a black hole slam! And now SJ Ray gets sent into the barricade. And Hunt. Repeated kicks to the face of SJ Ray. But Ray sweeping out the legs of Hunt. And now Sky Hunt tossed back into the ring. And Sky Hunt whipped into the corner. But an elbow from Hunt, building a little separation. But now SJ Ray being driven into the ropes. And now wrenching the arm into the ropes. And now SJ Ray sent off the ropes. Hunt ducks under. And Hunt with a big German suplex. SJ Ray back up to her feet. And sending SJ Ray face first into the turnbuckle. Now to the outside. And Sky Hunt sliding through the turnbuckle. Or sliding underneath the turnbuckle. Straight into SJ Ray. Sky Hunt going deep in her bag here early. To try and pick up this win. And now Hunt, springboard, crossbody connects this time. And now up to the middle rope. Landing the elbow to the women's champion, but SJ Ray with a roll-up here to Hunt after the elbow. One, kick out. And now both women up to their feet. Rolling stunner from Ray. And now SJ Ray lining up Sky Hunt in the corner with speed. Enziguri connects. And now the sliding clothesline on a seated Sky Hunt. Hunt up to her feet quickly and dumping SJ Ray to the outside again. And now Sky Hunt out to meet SJ Ray in front of the commentator's table. Targeting that right leg. And now Sky Hunt spiking SJ Ray's head into the floor. And Sky Hunt trying to move quickly here. Can she capture the women's title? One. Kick out of one. And now SJ Ray back up to her feet. Caught Hunt with the super kick. But Hunt able to get those elbows into the gut of SJ Ray. And a big drop kick there from Hunt. Dragging SJ Ray back toward the middle of the ring. And Sky Hunt lining up the champion for the stop, but got caught into the cutter. And SJ Ray quickly into the rings of Saturn submission. Is Sky Hunt gonna tap here? Can SJ Ray retain the women's title? No, she lets go of it. Nice neck breaker there by Hunt. Through the ropes and able to catch her. But SJ Ray came back with a jawbreaker and now tried to take out the legs, but Sky Hunt caught her. And an elbow to the shoulder. Now Hunt with a springboard drop kick. And now Sky Hunt looking for that stop again. This time able to connect. And into the cover. Will we see a new women's champion? No! Kick out at 2. SJ Ray barely able to get back up to her feet, but maybe playing a little possum there with Sky Hunt. And SJ now taking off that turnbuckle pad. Sky Hunt able to catch her with an elbow. And now Hunt dumped over the top rope. Both women on the outside now, and SJ Ray gets whipped into the floor. And Ray went for that flying forearm, but nothing doing there for the women's champion. Ray getting tossed across the outside again. Sky Hunt now back in the ring. Count up to 6. And now back to the outside to break the count. Now Hurricane Rana on the outside. And now the crossface applied on the outside here by Sky Hunt. Wrenching back, trying to do as much damage as possible here. But SJ Ray able to break it up. And SJ Ray gonna send Sky Hunt back in the ring. And SJ making her way up to the top rope. Sky Hunt to her feet. SJ catches her with the O-face. And now into the corner. Face first goes Hunt, and she's busted open. And now the repeated headbutts coming in from the women's champion to open up that wound even more. But Hunt quickly up to her feet. Elbow from Hunt, and now the twist of fate stunner. And now into the corner. SJ Ray lining up Hunt, but Hunt able to get out of the way. And now we're going to see an exchange of blows between Hunt and Ray. Big block there by Sky Hunt. And another block by Hunt. Now a block by SJ. And comes back with another chop. And SJ Ray firing on all cylinders. Big time Pele kick. And again, the headbutts come flying in from SJ Ray. And this time she doesn't miss. Her momentum taking her out of the ring. And now SJ Ray lining up Sky Hunt. But again, Hunt not going to let her take out the legs. You can tell Sky Hunt has SJ Ray scouted pretty well. But a roll up here by SJ trying to catch Hunt off guard. 2 and a kick out. And now SJ gonna go for it one more time. This time able to take out the legs. Rings of Saturn locked in. SJ Ray wrenching back here on Sky Hunt, and she has no choice but to tap out. And SJ Ray retains the women's title. What a match. What an effort by Sky Hunt. Thank God I don't gotta re-record her entrance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event inside a steel cage for the All-Star title. The Assassin Aiden Kennedy and the All-Star champion Cole Crimson. and hold me, I'm scared. Yeah, this was a very quick episode. I stopped doing the replays just to try and cut down time because these episodes started getting a little too long. So I'm saving like the end of match replays just for pay-per-views now, because those things can go on for a couple minutes. But the assassin Aiden Kennedy clearly struck a nerve with Cole Crimson last week with what he had to say. And Aiden Kennedy looking to become a two-time All-Star champion here in our main event. You have a lot of history dating back to RHW. Cole Crimson was basically the chosen one in the eyes of the assassin. And it made him sick to his stomach that he would side with Pete Brents after what Brents had to say about RHW. And imagine how he'd feel if Brents were to become RHW World Heavyweight Champion.
You die first, get it? Your friends might get me in a rush, but not before I make your head into a canoe. You understand me?
Cole Crimson trying to keep this All-Star title run going for a little longer. Has had what is now undoubtedly the greatest All-Star title run in the belt's history. Defense after defense, including a surprise defense against the, at the time, AEW World Champion MJF. Forcing him to submit to the Crimson Choke to open night 2. Dude beat MJF and is about to lose to Aiden Kennedy. I should see when he won the belt. Let me see. How many days has it been? Crimson Choke is a very protective finisher.
Introducing the challenger from Hartford, Connecticut, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Assassin Aiden Kennedy. And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 268 pounds, the All-Star Champion, Cole Crimson.
Both men set to go for the TNC All-Star Championship. The cage being lowered down. And there's the bell. Here we go. And Cole just bulldozing right over the assassin. And Cole already trying to escape the cage here. He wants no part of the assassin, but Kennedy quickly getting back up and knocking Cole back down to the mat. And Kennedy trying to open the door. Seems like neither men want any part of each other. And Kennedy already trying to climb out the cage. Kennedy making his way up toward the top already. Big kick there by Kennedy. But Cole trying to force Kennedy back down. He's got a hold of his leg. And Kennedy back inside the cage. And both men standing on that top rope. Kennedy forced down. And Cole into a cover here. And a kick out by Kennedy. Kennedy now with control of the arm. And a roll up here on Cole, but a quick kick out. Disgracing the steel cage match type right now, I know. Big pop-up Hurricane Rana there by the Assassin. And the springboard 450. Cole back to his feet. And now we're going to get an exchange of blows here early. Big block by Cole. Crimson lands another right hand. Kennedy comes back with a right. There's a chop by Cole. Chop by Kennedy. Big right hand. And now another block by Cole. And another right by Cole. There's one by Kennedy. There's a block by the Assassin. Big forearm by the champion. And now going to send him off the ropes. Big black hole slam by Cole Crimson. And Cole not going to make the climb. Instead went for the senton and paid for it. And now the spinning crossbody by Kennedy. And Kennedy not going to make the climb either. Instead lands the black arrow and into the cover. One. And a kick out of one. And now Cole with a roll up here on Kennedy, trying to catch him off guard and a quick kick out. Kennedy off the ropes, Cole ducking under. And another black hole slam by Crimson. Cole now from the top rope, nobody home on the crossbody. Kennedy hoisted up and dropped face first into the top rope. And now Cole waiting on Kennedy to reach his feet. And Cole, cannonball off the top. And now Cole gonna try to escape the cage with Kennedy laid out. He's up toward the top of the cage. Kennedy still motionless, now making his way up to his feet. But is it too little too late? Cole is gonna escape the cage. He's climbing down. And Cole Crimson has retained. Cole Crimson, in the eyes of some, may have taken the easy way out. But at the end of the day, he is still the All-Star champion. Wait a minute, behind Cole! Who is that? Who is that? That looks like Matt Marco. I can't tell. He's swinging away at Cole. Now with the chair. just destroying the arm of Cole Crimson, and inside that chair, Matt dressed up like a bandit. Is he the fourth man for the Bandit Club? That's the only explanation. Is that Matt Marco is the fourth man for War Games. Kent Killstrom recruiting the former TNC World Champion for his team in War Games. Unbelievable stuff. So one team is set. The Alliance from Hell. Kent Killstrom, Matt Marco, Bailey Gabriel, and Ian York. So there's only one more episode to find out who the fourth man is going to be for the Death Spirits, and we'll have to find out next week. But that is it for episode 63, and we will see you all next week for the Go Home Show for Battleground, episode number 64 of TNC.